ഹലോ ഫ്രണ്ട്സ്, നഴ്സിംഗ് കോഴ്സ് ചൂസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ തന്നെ മിക്കവാറും പേരും ഭൂരിഭാഗം പേരും വിദേശ രാജ്യങ്ങളിൽ വന്ന് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നവരായിരിക്കും അല്ലേ. അതുപോലെ കോഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഇടയിൽ തന്നെ നമ്മൾ OET ആയാലും IELTS ആയാലൊക്കെ ട്രൈ ചെയ്യുന്നവരുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ വിദേശ രാജ്യങ്ങളിൽ വന്നിട്ട് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങുമ്പോൾ, അതായത് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ആഗ്രഹിക്കുന്നവർക്ക് ഒരുപാട് മനസ്സിൽ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഉണ്ടാവില്ലേ. അതായത് നേഴ്സുമാർ, ഇവിടുത്തെ നേഴ്സുമാർ നമ്മളിൽ നിന്ന് എക്സ്പെക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത് എന്താണ്, നമ്മൾ ചെയ്യുന്നത് ശരിയാണോ, നമുക്ക് ആ വർക്ക് പ്ലേസിൽ നല്ല രീതിയിൽ പെർഫോം ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടി പറ്റുമോ, അങ്ങനെ ഒരുപാട് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് നമ്മുടെ മൈൻഡിലുണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അവരോട് തന്നെ ചോദിച്ചറിയാം നമ്മളിൽ നിന്ന് അവരെന്താണ് എക്സ്പെക്റ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്, നമുക്ക് എങ്ങനെ നമ്മളെ തന്നെ നന്നായി പെർഫോം ചെയ്യാം എന്നതിനെ പറ്റിയിട്ടുള്ള ഇതൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് ഇവിടുത്തെ ആളുകളോട് തന്നെ ചോദിച്ചറിയാം. സോ വെൽക്കം ബാക്ക് ടു ലെൻസ് ആൻഡ് കോമ്പസ് ചാനൽ അഗൈൻ. Hello Evelyn. Could you please introduce yourself for our viewers?
Good afternoon. I'm Evelyn Hood and I'm a registered nurse, and I've been nursing for approximately 40 years, and I've been working with Sneha for the last couple of years in a private surgical hospital here in Hamilton, New Zealand.
Thank you, Evelyn. So we can go to the first question. As you know, those who are working in Indian hospitals, our culture is entirely different and our way of caring is different. So those who are interested to migrate here in New Zealand, they do have a lot of anxiety to work entirely new country. So can you able to advise or give a tips to the nurses who really interested to come here and work?
I really think that the main thing that when you come to work in New Zealand is to be vocal, to speak up. If you don't understand something, you need to ask, and not to be shy to ask questions. And I know that in your culture you really respect your elders, and that's great. But they are also your colleagues, so you need to be able to talk to them as an equal as well. I think that's very important. I find that you girls can be quite shy in speaking to your elders, but you have to be able to do that.
Right.
And I actually think that your nursing is great. I think that you're all great nurses.
Thank you.
You have a really good basic knowledge of anatomy and physiology, and it's really just the different names of the drugs and things like that make it difficult for you. But as long as you come with your passion of nursing and you ask your questions and not be afraid to ask, you should do all right.
Thank you. So moving to the next question, what are the positive things you notice when you work with, especially with Kerala nurses, like, you know?
Well, I think it's good for the girls in New Zealand because we learn your culture, we learn about different things, we get to eat all your yummy food. So that's good. I think all you girls are lovely, caring nurses.
Thank you. So as you got a long career, when you work with a new recruited international nurse, especially nurse from Kerala, what are the challenges you face, like, you know, working with them?
I think the language barrier can be something for a while because New Zealand nurses talk fast.
Oh yes, correct.
So we have to learn to slow down.
Yeah.
And your Kerala nurses need to say, you need to stop and ask questions.
Okay.
And I think that just when you first come here, just start at the very beginning. Learn our way of doing things like taking observations. I know you can do them, but we might have a different score that you do. And just start at the basics and slowly build yourself up. Even though you're probably very experienced, just start slowly and work up, and I think that helps. And ask questions.
Ask questions, okay.
There's no question is a silly question.
Okay.
Remember that.
Thank you so much, Evelyn. Thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Introduce for our viewers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Louise. I'm the hospital coordinator at Braemar Hospital.
Thank you. So can we jump into the first question?
Sure.
Alright, so first question is, you know, you worked with a lot of nurses who come from India.
Yes.
So first and foremost, those who are coming newly to this country, they might feel a lot of anxiety.
Yes.
So in order to reduce their anxiety, what tips you can give to them, like how you make them feel comfortable while you work with them?
Alright, so we like to work as a team here at Braemar Hospital, and there's no need to feel anxious. New Zealanders are very friendly people.
Yes, I feel it. When once I started to work, I feel like people surrounding here, especially the those who are seniors, they are really friendly and they are really cooperative, and yes, they support us.
That's right, we're here to help. So if you ever have any questions, we're always happy to answer any questions. So that's the main thing, just speaking up and asking questions if you need to.
Yeah. All right. So moving to the second question, what challenge you face while you work with newly recruited nurse who come from India-like country?
Yes. Probably the main barrier would be the language.
Oh yes.
Yes. I mean, sometimes the nurses from India feel like we talk too fast, and we also think the same thing. We think, you talk too fast as well. So I guess it's just slowing down the talking, making sure that each other are understanding.
Oh yes.
Using that closed loop communication, just making sure understanding, and asking questions. If you don't know something, just ask. Don't go throughout the whole day and not ask the question. It's fine to ask questions. It's okay if you don't know everything. And just don't be afraid to speak up.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So one more question. If you feel like one nurse who are newly recruited here, and you feel like she's seemingly anxious and stressed, could you tell the way how you make her feel less stressed? Like in workplace, for just with an example?
Yeah. Probably if someone's stressed, I would just ask them if they're okay. Do they need any help? Can we help with your workload?
Yes.
Is the workload too heavy? Maybe it's too heavy.
Wow. Yes.
So we could just look at reducing the workload, but really just talking about it and making sure that you're okay.
Oh, thank you so much, Louise. Thank you
It's
for your
okay.
time. Jean, how are you?
I'm good, thank you, Sneha. How are you?
All good, thank you. So could you please introduce for our viewers yourself, please?
I'm Jean Harris. I'm the cardiac resource nurse here at Braemar Hospital.
Thank you. So moving to first question, what are the challenges you face while working with newly recruited international students as a nurse,
Yep.
especially from India?
Yep, a lot of the challenges are language barriers, and also having been an international student myself, a lot of it is medication names. A lot of medication names change. So you just need to get to know what the medications are that they use in New Zealand. That I would have liked to have done as well. Some things that we do here, the rules are different in India or England or anywhere really that you work. So it's getting to know what the rules are in New Zealand when you come to work here, and what you can do and what you can't do. If you're not comfortable with doing certain tasks, or you don't understand what's being asked, then please ask for clarification and really make sure that you understand what it is that's being asked of you. And if you're not happy to do that or to undertake that task, then please don't do it. Say to whoever's asked you, look, I'm not really comfortable doing that job. Haven't done it before. I really don't know what I'm doing. So, if you could show me how to do it, then I'm happy to do that. And so, having come from another country and working in New Zealand, it is different. Even though everybody speaks English, we all do things differently, and they certainly do things differently in New Zealand. Some things, like when